Hey guys, it's Miss Knock here. I just finished recording almost this whole video and then um, the site crashed. So I'm back, but you never knew I was gone. So here I am. I just wanted to remind you of a few things. Make sure every day before like 2:15, 2:40, you're answering the daily questions so we can mark you present. And Thursday, we're going to have a body systems quiz. And I just wanted to remind you what was on that. We posted uh, like a body system review sheet study guide that you can do. You can either print it or do it on your own piece of paper. That'll be really helpful to use during the quiz. Yesterday, we posted that. So make sure you have that. The quiz is going to be on the brain, the parts of the brain, the four lobes that we learned about, which make up the cerebrum, and then the cerebellum and the pons medulla, the brainstem that make up the brainstem. It's going to be on what increases and decreases blood flow through your body, what slows your blood, what makes it go faster. And it's also going to be on the immune system, the first, second, and third lines of defense, including non-specific defense and specific. And you'll need to know the difference between a vaccine and antibiotics and what each of those work on. And lastly, is what I'm teaching you today, the parts of the male and female reproductive system. We don't need to know a ton of the parts of those systems, but I'm going to tell you exactly which ones and define them. And that's part of your work for today, to go on the Khan Academy site and answer those questions. So let's see. I hope you can see what I'm seeing because I don't normally record on this. Okay, so we're going to start with the female reproductive system. This is looking straight on. So the first thing we see, and hopefully you can see my mouse, we have there's two ovaries, and the ovaries are where the eggs are made. A female is actually born with all the eggs she's ever going to make in her entire life. They're already there. Now they're not fully developed or mature, but they're there. Like she cannot make any more after birth. So once puberty hits, these ovaries they take turns. 1 month this ovary, 1 month this ovary, take turns releasing one egg a month. And those eggs are released into this tube called the fallopian tube. The fallopian tube is actually where, if fertilization is going to take place, it happens in the fallopian tube. And then that fertilized egg will travel through the fallopian tube and it'll implant into this right here. This is called the uterus. And the uterus is where the baby is going to grow and kind of stay. It's the womb. And that's where the baby will hang out until it's ready to be born. There's an opening to the uterus that's called the cervix, and then the baby will come out through the birth canal, which is called the vagina, this opening right here. So those are the female parts. That's all you really need to know for that. So make sure you do the worksheet, and then I'm going to show you the male parts. Why is it showing that face? Well, that's weird. I don't know. Hopefully we're still recording. Okay. This is obviously not looking straight on this picture. This is like basically a cross section. So if you cut somebody in half, you're looking at it like this. Okay. First things, so this is going to be awkward to use my pointer. Okay. We're going to go like this. There is the testy right here. There's two of those. It's a testicle. That's where the sperm are made. So unlike a female, a male can make sperm. There's no limit forever for his whole life. So he can continue to make those sperm. The sperm are made in the testes, and then they're going to go, if you can kind of see where I'm moving this big, like weird face, this part right on top of the testy, it's called the epididymis. That's where sperm are stored, and that's where they're going to mature and, get bigger. Okay, the sperm are then going to go through this tube. And this tube right here, if you see this word vas deferens, goes up around the bladder, comes down, And the sperm are traveling through that tube and they're picking up fluid from something called the seminal vesicle. If you look for that word over here, seminal vesicle, and they're also going to pick up some fluid from the prostate gland. And then after the sperm have picked up some of that liquid, some of that fluid to protect them, we now call that mixture semen, and that can be expelled through this long tube called the urethra through the penis. So that's all the male parts, really. If you notice here, here's the urinary bladder, and also the same tube, the urethra, is what allows urine to come out too. Now, if you notice back to the females, the vagina is not where the urine comes out. There's a separate exit connected to the bladder. So just something to keep in mind. Hopefully, I think that's all. If you need to rewatch this, go ahead. But on that Khan Academy site that's linked on your worksheet from today, that'll tell you all the information I just told you. But I just felt like it was good for me to come on here and tell you that. Now we need to figure out. There we go. Okay, I'm going to stop presenting. Yay. Okay. No school Friday. So we'll have our test on our quiz, our body systems quiz test, whatever you want to call it, on Thursday. Make sure you do your review sheet because that'll really help you. And again, email me or your teacher, Miss Usello, if you have any questions. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.